Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am bringing you Diablo 3 beta footage. I am going to play a witch doctor all the way through as far as I can. And we'll start out showing you the login screen with your Battle.net account name. Once you enter that, you're presented with this screen with the Barbarian selected as default. I'll cycle through and show you all the classes, the male versions and then the female versions as well. I am going to play a witch doctor. Let's call him Voodoo. And here is the start screen. I've already edited out some and made a banner. Pick a game type, public, friends only, or invite only. See the banner on the right there, the black with the red skull is not the default banner. It's the one that I made. And here we go. Made a public game, and here's a witch doctor landing in the Diablo world, Diablo 3 world for the first time. Casting the zombie dogs ability that I have in my first slot. Looking at my toxic darts and melee skill on my left and mouse, bound to my left and mouse click button, and looking at the character sheet, if you will, the hero sheet, full of statistics about critical strike damage and every stat under the sun. So there's plenty there to dig into as the game progresses, I'm sure. Looking at the abilities list, where I just have the three that I know now, well, the two that I know, Toxic Dart or Poison Dart, whatever it's called, I forget, and Zombie Dogs. And I also have
heavy with death. The fallen star is near.
and also have a melee attack, as you hear the voiceover for the Witch Doctor. There's the melee attacks with the knife, the right click to do that. Health potion heals all the dogs as well as myself. There's the Toxic Dart.
The spirits tell me, go, seek the cradle of the fallen star. And so I am here.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
And we got our first quest.
They keep coming.
Not before we have to fight off some zombies.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
There you go, bringing out your dead. Burn them up. So we have a quest, and we're going to progress to it. And then here you can click on that right red bar at the top to reveal your map. Tab or M key also do it.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world, can't you? As the shepherd watches over his flock, so shall I care for those who seek to protect us. And it is written, a fire will carve a furrow in the sky.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
So I got a blessing from that guy. Not real sure what it does.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix
Maybe
his
remove
wagon.
curses or
Not
something later in the
sufficient
game.
Ending this town while that bloated
Please, move your cart. I wish to pass.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Why are you trying to leave?
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
I will not. This town needs us both. Consider this fact carefully.
So here we have the Slaughtered Calf Inn, where my quest update is about to happen, but not before I see the stash, which is a giant treasure chest. The way I understand this works is that any loot I accumulate, I can put in my stash and have it be available to my other characters, should I create another hero. Which is a very neat concept. Good to have, I'm sure. So all that barbarian and shadow hunter, demon hunter loot doesn't go wasted.
You are Leah. The captain says you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business. Welcome to the Slaughtered Calf Inn. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
So the bartender's only worried about his business being in trouble. He sells a few items that aren't of much use right now. I don't have a lot of gold to buy them anyway.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith. But if help does, the dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
There is a deep sickness here, but it can be healed.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
So there we have our first quest reward. Just some experience and some gold for now, but we're back out to see the captain at the front. The guy who sent us here in the first place, a little back and forth.
How can I help to fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Their sacrifice saved their people. I will honor it.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
So there you go. Ding level 2. And I get a new skill. Plague Toads. So I think we'll try that out. Apparently new to Diablo 3 is the way these skills are set up and handled. So the way I figured out to do this is you open up your skills window and you click on a skill, and then a sub-menu pops up like you see here. It gives you the ability to change which skill you want. I'll pick the Plague Toads, and I want my zombie dogs kind of with me at all times, so I don't ever change that one. Then here you can right click on them and change which mouse button you want them bound to. And there you go, I'll throw out some Plague Toads.
The wretched mothers were once normal women, but in death they serve a dark purpose. These horrors feast upon the remains of cadavers, then use foul magic to regurgitate the bodies as newly formed risen dead. One must slay the mother quickly, or her nightmarish spawn will continue to grow in number.
It's just a way of telling you to kill those vomiting women zombies quick, or they keep spawning other zombies. And they like to run away as well. They don't charge you. So any abilities you have that help you track down things that are trying to run from you are probably going to be useful against those. So you don't really control these zombie dogs. They will just go off and kill anything they see. So I jumped into this musty cellar and looks like I found my first teleporting zombie boss. I guess he's a mini boss or something. His name's written in yellow there. Different from the rest of them. And I got some blue loot. I don't know if this dungeon is just kind of like a random spawn or if there's any significance to having it, this little cellar instance that I came into. But I think it's time to start putting on some of the Witch Doctor's early loot. Gray and white items of little use. And then I also get a item from my stash, because that's for a monk and I'm not a monk. At least not in this video. So there we go. Quick loot. We'll get out and work our way towards the quest objectives. And I'm going to try to stick to the main roads and avoid going off and covering every area. I can see that myself in this game just wanting to uncover the fog of war over every inch and kill everything for every piece of loot that there is anytime I go into a game. But I'm not going to do that in this video to save the time.
Quill fiends are a common nuisance in the Western lands, and I've had my own tents ransacked by them. During an expedition to Kundurus, I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse. Quill fiends are dangerous. Underestimate them at your peril.
So I decide to give the plague toads another try. It's just fun to mix it up if nothing else. They seem to be a short cone range.
This chest is empty. Did the creatures take the treasure?
Wow. That little mini boss had a purple name. And I basically one-shot him with some toads and a dagger strike. And I got a new skill, new ability. Grasp of the Dead, I believe is what it was called. We'll try that one out instead of the plague toads. So there's some interesting little goodies in those little mini dungeons that are worth checking out. There's Grasp of the Dead. That's pretty cool. Little circle of arms rising up.
Spirits haunt these ruins.
And snaring and damaging, doing damage over time to the mobs. There you go, you see the snared message pop up on all the mobs it hits.
Need more time.
It does have a slow respawn though. I'm sorry, cooldown. Just waiting for the cooldown to come up again so I can cast it. I can see that later, if, when I have more skills available at one time to my Witch Doctor, that snare will come in handy with like the Toxic Dart or something other cast from range. So I can see the quest objective kind of pulsating yellow, but not before I go and kill some more bad guys and get some experience and loot. And I got a nice shiny blue upgrade to my white chest piece and a couple of other pieces. Deal with those later. There we go. Looks like the quest is complete. Slaying the bonus witches. And the main one I was supposed to kill. Now the quest updates tell me to go back to town via this nice waypoint.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Quest updated. Now I got a nice upgrade voodoo doll there. Hex doll, if you will. Just make sure that monk item goes in my stash, so if I make a monk later, you can reach into that chest and grab it.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to ADRIA'S hut. The key must still be there.
So we've got a quest update to go out to a hut, ADRIA'S hut, and now the Leah NPC is now following me. As you can see up in the top left, next to my my zombie dogs, I have an icon for Leah. And I have a new vendor that appeared.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
So I'm going to explore the wares from this new merchant. I see that there's an upgraded dagger that I can get. Blue as opposed to the white one that I have. And I accidentally sold it to him. So there's a buyback feature. You can buy things back. And sell the rest of it to the vendor there. And try to buy what I can with the limited funds I do have at this point in time. I haven't been through a lot of the game, so I don't have a lot of money. Looks like I can afford maybe one more item. And we'll just go for some bracers. We'll equip those and then we're back off on our quest.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Did you know your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
So we've reached another checkpoint. I've got my party and my NPC party in tow. And some blue loot. And another little mini dungeon to go through. Of course, bracers. I just bought bracers. Awesome. That's how it works.
This is a place of power. Your mother hid her secrets
People
here.
said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
Well, now we know what happened to the captain. Oh, probably didn't want to walk into that. Didn't do much damage, but I can't see being frozen ever being a good thing. And some upgraded pants are always gonna work. We'll equip those and get back to the quest.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will find Deckard Cain. Stay here and study your mother's secrets. We may have need of them.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
So, I don't know if you noticed, but I just got awarded an epic or a purple item called the Cauldron of Jordan. Former Diablo players, I'm sure, are familiar with that. And it appears on your character sheet once you get it, and you can right-click on it and then right-click items in your inventory to sell them from anywhere. No need to run back and forth to vendors, which I didn't play the former Diablo games 1 or 2, but I can imagine that is a really nice feature for old school Diablo players to have access to now. And there it is. That's the point of the game, that you get it very early. So now we're just I'm gonna work my way to the cathedral and try to advance the quest.
Another lost.
So there you have it. That'll do it for this video. I'll do a few more to cover the game all the way through, but now we're going to enter the cathedral and wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.